Ooh, I have had the most interesting journey. See, I've been gone for a minute, and it started with a phone fast. A phone fast that eventually turned into so much more. The purpose of this phone fast was for me to just live more in the moment. I had a bunch of things come up, and I wanted to stop worrying. I wanted to just focus literally on what was in front of me. Because when I pay attention to my psyche when I was on my phone, I was just all over the place. The world seemed too big. Everything just seemed so overwhelming. I got exactly what I expected. I got happiness, I got focus, I got way more momentum on things that I wanted to do. But that's not what made the journey interesting. What made it interesting is when I went back on my phone. You see, I learned a lot about myself because I'm a person who's very hard on myself in terms of self-improvement. I can always be better. And me doing these things to the point where I no longer had judgment over myself because I was living as I should, in my opinion, when I was off my phone and just doing what made me happy. When I went back, I was extremely hard on myself, and I had a relapse on a lot of things. I ate meat again. I started eating fast foods. I was just throwing everything I'd built up out, just in the trash, just gone. My lifestyle, I stopped doing all my practices, everything. I wasn't who I really wanted to be. And my awareness and consciousness just, I can't whistle. But that's where it got interesting, because when I got on my phone fast, initially it sucked because I had so many bad things that I had to deal with now, because I couldn't go on my phone to hide from it and just entertain myself. Now I was very hyper aware of, that negative part of me and those thoughts, and I thought that I dealt with, all of them. When I got on my phone, a bunch of new voices came in, a bunch of new problems came in, because they were worried that I was just gonna relapse and I was gonna stop all the momentum that I had started. And I listened to these voices, and these things became true. And then spiritual experiences started to really, really kick up. A girl had made her way into my life that was very good, at least that's what I thought, in this state of wanting companionship, because now that I was on my phone, I wasn't talking to people because I was really upset with myself, never in a good mood. Party killer Gene. She sounded great, but I knew deep down it would never work because she was pretty much the same as my last one in terms of personality, with not being open to spiritual stuff. Then I started to see 333, and the last time I saw that number was when someone very important to me was making good changes in my life and then yipped. I knew that was going to happen, and it did happen. Within 2 days, gone, disappeared. I've not seen her since. I've not talked to her, nothing. Ghost. Tracy, you got ghosted. Yeah, true. What about it? New people started to come in right as I was going to give up. And these people were opening my mind in different ways. Honestly, I'm going to hit the pause button. I don't really know where I was going with that because I just went on a tangent that I just cut out. But essentially, people started telling me the things I needed to hear at the right time. They were showing up at the right place. It was just, everything was on my side. And now that I wasn't so angry at myself and so caught up in that, I was able to see that once again and learn that love was with me. I started to do meditations again, and this time it was different because I was approaching it differently. I was no longer going for control over the meditation, but I was rather just sitting and letting it be, because I'd been trying to control myself so much to get myself to do so many things since I was upset with myself for dropping everything, that, sorry friends, people walk by and it makes me nervous. Yeah, anyway, I was going back to my meditations and I was doing them differently, and I was getting more interesting results, because what I normally used to do, like most of the time, was I tried to control my meditation. I tried to force myself to go into a deeper state. I tried to force myself to go into this. No. Now I was just sitting with it and just letting whatever happen, because I'd learned that by forcing myself to do things, such as all those voices once I got back on my phone to make myself better, to go do a bunch of different things, wasn't really working out. I learned that just giving in and just no worries always accounted for the best experiences. Dog. It was more like the epiphanies that I came up with that were great. However, yesterday was the first time I had an intense experience in a while. I have started to do what I can only consider body mudras. See, a mudra is where you put your hand in a certain way to do certain things in terms of energy. This one is to ward off negative energy. You put your hand in a certain way, it does a certain something. So I started to put my body in certain ways, and certain something started to happen. I started to clear out energy that I didn't know was there. I started to find energy that I didn't know was there. And this is when I had a meditation that started up a psychedelic experience. All types of crazy, all types of nuts. Too much has happened where I'm gonna have to leave the video as it is right now. But I've had the most interesting journey, and deep down I want to come back here. And I want to do it more often because there are a lot of things that I do enjoy about this. A lot of things that do make me happy about this. And even as I'm doing it now, it makes me feel very good. So yeah, I'm JC. I hope you guys enjoyed. Take care.